Yellow, my name is Shadow Salvage, or Salvage, whichever you prefer. Now, this is a follow-up video that I have to make because it's something that I feel like is actually important. And it's that I can't give my own opinions anymore. I can't. Now, there's a core reason why I'm leaving the Speed Sim community. Similar to Chaotic Soda, I want to kind of distance myself from the community, but I still have ideas on other content that I want to make. So I'm not leaving YouTube entirely. YouTube's just a side gig, as it's not what I actually want to pursue. And similar to Chaotic Soda, I will still make the occasional Speed Sim video every once in a while, but I don't want to be associated with this community anymore. And part of the reason is because of somebody who commented on my channel, which the comment was removed. I didn't remove it, YouTube removed it, because those are my settings on YouTube to really remove hateful comments. Now, I don't understand why it was classified as hateful, but it's whatever. I'm not gonna complain about it. Now, if the person who commented this is watching this right now, hi, I am not sending you hate. I just wanted to clear some things up so you can stop being angry. As you're getting angry at a Speed Sim video, dog, there's no need for you to be angry. Anyways, just while I go through the comment, let's auto run. Now, he starts off by saying, dude, what the hell is wrong with the Easter update? I don't think anything's wrong with the Sonic and Blaze portion of the update. I do think that the eggs are a little bit of a slog, especially here in Hilltop when you can't find any. But I think the Sonic and Blaze portion of the update is actually really good. At least that's what I feel like an update should be. What I'm not okay with is the fact that we didn't get the Easter shop returning where you can grind all these eggs out. And you could spend those eggs in a shop in order to get skins. Which, if I leave auto run for a sec so I can stop reading, that's what they did, but they didn't do it in the way I thought. We do have eggs, but we have gold eggs, aka Easter eggs. Where now, this is the new way that you get Easter Cream and Easter Amy. Meanwhile, I bought Easter Cream with eggs last year. Where is she? I got her last year, and with Amy, I bought her for like 8,000 RSR in the trading hub. Like, do not buy the gold eggs. They're not worth it. Now, that's the thing that I'm saying is bad. The gold eggs and daily Easter egg thing, I think that is straight up terrible. I don't think that the Sonic and Blaze portion is bad. Because this is good. This isn't. That's what I'm trying to say. My bad. Why are you complaining about Chrome Style Sonic Exotic? The same way people who bought Limited Gold Style Knuckles complained when they made an exotic of him. And no, personally, I don't care that exotic Chrome Style Sonic's in the game. I have a lot of exotic limiteds. These don't count. But like, if you want to be technical, Phantom Rider is an exotic limited. I have Gold Tails, exotic. Gold Knuckles, exotic. I have an exotic Gold Metal Sonic, exotic Gold Rouge, and the big boy, exotic Gold Android Shadow. Like, I have exotic skins. I don't have an issue with them. I have an issue with how you get him, as he's not guaranteed for people, and I could see that not making people that happy. Where, yesterday in the update, they introduced these free gifts, which for an hour, every 12 hours, you can open up these chests, Where if you look here in the corner, when it cycles to it, you have a chance at getting an exotic Chrome Style Sonic in here. I'm upset because that's not a guarantee for people. For people who really want Chrome Style Sonic, it's not a guarantee. Where with Gold Android Shadows exotic, you could just buy it in a bundle. But here, you have to get lucky and pull him in a randomized big boy chest over here. Like, that's not good. As people who open those in the hopes of getting him and don't get him, that's gonna seriously like crush somebody's like self-esteem or happiness down by a lot. My bad. Haven't people begged for exotic versions of limiteds? They have. However, in regards to me, what do people begging for limiteds have to do with me? They don't have to do with me. Well, no offense to anyone who's begged for limiteds, as I used to be one of those people. I didn't beg for limiteds, I begged for exotic versions so I could still play with the skin. But my point is, what do people talking about something have to do with me? Like, for example, if a new item at In-N-Out is bad and everybody's complaining about it, what does that have to do with me? It's something that I'm not in, so it's like, why would I care? In a way. But hey, just me. And what the hell are you talking about that Chaotic Soda stopped supporting the game? If you fully watched the video, I'm pretty sure I said this. If I didn't, I greatly apologize. But I said that Chaotic Soda wants to distance himself from the Speedsim community, like a lot of other creators. And the reason why is he doesn't want to support a company like this anymore. He doesn't want to support GameFam like this anymore. Or even like bits and pieces of Sega anymore. Now, I did say that he does still want to make videos. They're just not gonna be a lot of Speedsim related ones, but he'll make a Speedsim one every once in a while, similar to what I want to do, even though he did it first. But this guy straight up claims that I didn't fully read the post, which I did. He said that he's gonna be doing more content and he'll still be doing Speedsim videos. In regards to Chaotic Soda, Speedsim videos should not be the reason you stick around. You should stick around because you genuinely like him and his content, not just because he makes Speedsim videos, so I'm gonna stay around and watch him. Which, I feel like a big portion of the audience I do have is built on Speedsim, and I am grateful for that. However, with people who want to distance themselves from Speedsim, all those people who aren't interested in things other than Speedsim aren't going to stick around. And it's going to make a lot of these YouTubers' popularity go down. That's why I personally feel like if you truly like a YouTuber, even if their content isn't good, you should still support their decisions. Because if you're just watching a YouTuber for something and not actually supporting their decisions, then you don't actually like the YouTuber. They're just a convenience for you in that moment. So, like, similar with my audience here, hi guys, I genuinely hope that when I shift to other content, especially other video games, you guys are okay with that and are willing to stick around for some of that. But if you don't, then that's just it. You don't stick around. It shouldn't take Chaotic's... My bad, I said... Oh, whoa. It shouldn't take Chaotic Soda saying, geez, that he'll still be making Speedsim content every once in a while in order to keep people invested in his channel. Like, he shouldn't have to do that. Like, he really shouldn't have to do that. Like, he just shouldn't. I'm sorry. He shouldn't have to. He said that he guesses my attention span couldn't handle the long post. I'm guessing your attention span couldn't handle the long video, because clearly you didn't watch it all the way, because I'm pretty sure I did say that I am acknowledging that he's going to be still doing speed sim videos. It's just not going to be that frequent. And also, people exaggerate the term quit. Just because someone like me says the word quit doesn't mean quit. Quit is a very over-exaggerated word, and I don't think people understand that. When you say quit, you're being a little bit exaggerant. You're not sort of saying, like, yeah, they're done. They're just done, if that makes sense. So, Loki, don't come after me because you can't handle facts or can't handle truth. Like, I'm sorry. Also, I think it's a kind of low blow to go after someone's IQ or if they're mentally challenged or not. Guys, that is a cheap, and I mean that is a cheap way to go at somebody. And also, don't go after somebody's mental state when you don't have a good mental state yourself. Don't say I'm mentally challenged when you are also raging at some dude who's making a speed sim comment. Like, I gave my opinion, and you got angry. I think you're the more mentally challenged one. Like, okay. Which, I'm not trying to say insulting people is good, but if you're going to insult somebody, don't go after their attention span. That is just going to make you look a little bit like a loser, and like you don't have any actual comeback. I swear Speed Simulator fans are so ungrateful. We can agree on that. I do think that some Speed Sim fans are very ungrateful. I can agree with that. However, I myself am not a Speed Sim fan. You said that in a condescending way to kind of make it sound like I am also a Speed Sim fan. I'm not a Speed Sim fan. I would like to be a Sonic fan, but it's kind of hard with how awful, no offense to any good people there. Sonic's community isn't the healthiest, so I wouldn't really call myself a fan because I don't like the toxicity and content of the community. Sorry. They complain about there being no pets in the Phantom Rider mission, but if there were, you would have just deleted them. Correction, if there were Chow, people probably would have deleted them. But most people also collect Chow. I'm not one of those people. Most people collect Chow, which is why they wouldn't have just deleted them. And if we got a Phantom Rider Fast Friend or anything, Fast Friends are the new way to experience the game. Chows are basically obsolete now compared to Fast Friends. Some Chows still have benefits and are worth equipping, but the point is that due to Fast Friends being a thing, there's no point of Chow anymore. We would have liked something other than a trail over and over and over again. Like, even if it was just a Chow, give us something else other than trails. Even though it was a pretty nice trail, I will say that. Like with Jester Sonic, there were like 2 different types of Chow, a trail, and the skin himself, I think, to my knowledge. Like, come on. Oh, God. That's the final one? 200 eggs anywhere? That's kind of gross, but whatever. But no, they wouldn't have just deleted them. They actually probably would have kept them if they actually wanted them. Which you wouldn't know because they didn't put the Chow there. So it's like, don't come at the community or don't come at me because you're the insecure Speed Sim fan. You're the fan, bro. You are the fan. Because you're getting angry at the smallest comment from somebody. You're the Speed Sim fan. And there's another guy who commented on my stuff, and this guy kind of attacked him a little bit, because he agreed with me by I think it's Nova Kai Forever. I want to give you credit and give you props and thank you for giving your opinion. I'm always open to people giving their opinion. Whether it's what I agree with or what I disagree with, giving your opinion in a calm-mannered way is always a good thing. But he said, for real, I quit a month ago after I spent so much money on it. I regret every single second I spent on Speed Sim. Now, I feel like him saying every single second is a bit over-exaggerate for himself. I don't think he actually regrets every second. I don't think he actually regrets everything. But I think after all the money he spent, it does kind of make a game dreadful to play. Similar to Fortnite. You spend so much money on that game and then you just feel like trash when you play it and it's not good. So then you regret every second you spent on the game. Like, I'm pretty sure that's what he's coming at. I could be wrong. And the guy says, the other guy, I'm not going to read his name out because I don't want to send hate to him, but so you regret getting really good stuff. You could have just alternatively said, I hate it now. In Nova Kai's defense, how can we hate getting good stuff when recently Speed Sim hasn't been giving us good stuff? And no, he's like, most people who say that they don't like Speed Sim or that they hate it, they hate the direction that it's going in. They don't actually hate Speed Sim. They just hate the direction it's going in and want to see it get better, me included. Speed Sim used to be an amazing game, but now me and many others can hardly bring ourselves to play it because of how bad it is now. And yes, I know I am wearing the Jester Sonic skin because he's one of my all-time favorite Sonic variants, and on top of that, April Fool's event didn't suck, so, eh. But the guy says that he never gave stuff away, question mark, I don't, like, Nova Kai said that, I don't know what that means, but But the moral of the story is that this has shown me why I do want to step away from the community, because I don't like interacting with people like this. I genuinely don't. It kind of brings my mood down and even lowers my self-esteem. And for most other people, that's a mental toll that eventually builds up over a while. And that's not something that I want to be affected by. I don't want to be affected because, and again, not sending hate to this person, and no, I am not calling you a loser. But I don't want to get my self-esteem destroyed or my mental state messed up because of some losers on the internet who just can't handle an opinion. It's something that I don't personally want to go through and experience. So even though I will still occasionally make a Speed Sim video if the update's interesting enough to me. But other than that, I'm gonna really be like pushing back on Speed Sim. It's not something that I want to pursue. But I do want to pursue other things. Specifically, I do have a lot of love for Final Fantasy. I want to play those games. Sonic related content I want to do too. I even want to broadcast, maybe do some streams, I don't know. Like, I want to get out of the Speed Sim part of the Sonic community. Now, I wish all of the Sonic community I could get out of, but it's just not possible. But the moral of the story is that this video has shown me that you should always care about the people who like you, and not the people who want to get rid of you. And as one of my favorite YouTubers, Demigod, would always say, that is on God. Please, like, comment, subscribe, do whatever it is you want to do with this video. Share it to a friend so it reaches a bigger audience and reaches YouTube mainstream. Like the video so I know that you actually liked the video. Please, give your comments and opinions on what you think about this whole Speed Sim situation. I would greatly like to hear them, read them, and even do a follow-up on any comments that you guys have said. And last but not least, subscribe. My goal is to at least get to 1,000 subscribers. I know that I don't have quality content, But if I could at least get to 1,000, that would be absolutely amazing. But that's everything I wanted to say. I'm probably done making speedrun videos. Please don't comment rude stuff on people's channels. That's not good. It just makes you look like an ass. Don't do it. And I will see you guys next time.